So these are the three reasons of why we become blank and freeze under pressure. So at ancient time, when we have a pressure, that means life threatening. When we see a tiger, we see a pressure to run. When we see a predator, we see a pressure to run. Okay, when we see a disaster, natural disaster, we feel a pressure to run. Nowadays, in modern pressure are very normal. It's like we are doing public speaking in stage, we are singing in stage, we are playing football in front of our family, we are doing all that kind of matches. So modern pressure are not life threatening, but at the ancient time, the pressure means your life is at danger. So the brain is kind of same now as well. Whenever you feel pressure in your time, in your current time, your brain shifts your resources into survival mode. So earlier, let's say you are doing public speaking and you feel a pressure by seeing all the audience. So now the brain was giving all your energy to thinking, to processing the sentence, framing the sentence, processing your thoughts and what to say. But now as you feel pressured, your brain will shift all that energy into the survival mode, and that's why your heart rate increases, your breathing goes up, your vision becomes more clear. So like you become more conscious about your environment. Let's give an example. Like if in the ancient time, if someone saw a tiger, the brain just prioritize and redirects all the energy of that person into survival mode. Let's say before seeing the tiger, he was thinking about some ideas, he was singing some song, but now he was thinking, he was just framing all the things, he was talking with his friends. But now as he saw the tiger, as he saw a pressure, his energy, the brain focuses all the energy on a survival mode and he become panic. Okay, in the survival mode, his vision become more clear, so he can sense the where the tiger is. He can hear more, the hearing becomes more sensitive, he can sense and he can just hear more, because the now the body is in survival mode. So in survival mode, in that this kind of thing happen perfectly. Your vision becomes more clear, so you can sense the environment, you are able to hear more because you are conscious of the environment, your heart rate goes up, your breathing just goes up, and more blood flow to the muscle, so you can run, adrenaline releases. So in the survival mode, this kind of thing is happening, so your brain is not able to process this thinking, framing sentences, thinking of new ideas. Okay, and the second reason is, like when we feel pressure, we become more self-conscious. Okay, like our thoughts just focus on ourselves. Like half, before the pressure, what we were doing is were fully focused on the activity. But now as we are in the pressure stage, our half focus is on the activity and half focus is on judging how we are doing the activity, of how we are performing the activity. So half focus is on doing and half focus is on seeing and judging of how we are performing, how well we are performing. So because of that, you only have half energy to focus on this thing. So how can we not become blank? If you are doing public speaking and singing on stage and you feel a pressure of the audience, so now what you do is you just focus half, your brain will just focus half your energy into the activity and half your energy will be there to see how well am I performing, am I singing good, am I doing good public speaking, this kind of thing. Because whenever we are in pressure, our ancient, based on our ancient brain and biology, we just become more self-conscious about the environment, and becomes our body gets into the survival mode, in which the breathing goes up, vision become more clear, heart rate increases, we are able to hear more, our blood flows more into the muscles, adrenaline releases. So it's just focusing on the survival of the body rather than all the intellectual thinking and all that stuff. So that's why we become blank during pressure. The third reason is predicting negative outcomes. So whenever we are in pressure, we just predict negative outcomes. Let's say that, let's come again to that same example of tiger. That person saw a tiger, and now in the survival mode, he is just constantly thinking about the negative outcomes, that whether I may get killed, that tiger may just eat me, what will happen to my family, what will happen to all that resources. So this kind of, whenever we are in pressure, all the negative things comes out. That's the nature of brain, and it was very helpful for the ancient time as well, because it taught them what not to do because of the negative outcomes. So it taught them that if you do this activity, your life will be in danger and this negative things can happen to you, so don't do that thing. But nowadays, as we are in a safer environment, still our brains perform the same way. When we are in pressure, we feel the negative, we just predict the negative outcomes, that what other people may tell, that I'm not a good speaker, oh, I'm not a good singer. People will tell that I didn't sing good. How will they judge me? I will not be able to continue my public speaking career. I will not be able to continue my singing career. What will happen to my career? All that negative stuff comes out at that time when you were doing singing. So how your brain will not go blank in that activity? So the fourth thing is your brain switches from exploration to production. So exploration, in that exploration stage, your brain was free. There were no pressure. So he was using new ideas, new creative thoughts. But now the main priority of the brain is just to avoid mistakes. So he just cuts off the exploration part of his, and he just kept on, he just continues the production, just production. He conserve all that energy for the production. Like before, in the public in the stage, you were exploring new ideas, new thinking, new framing of the sentences, new you were giving a lot of example. But now, as you are in pressure, your brain just cut off the exploration stage, and it becomes more protective, because he has to avoid mistakes. If that person in front of tiger, if he just explore many things, then his chances of getting killed is more. So he just becomes more protective and he takes less risk. So that's why when you are doing public speaking, when you are in pressure, you will just be very productive, you will avoid mistakes, and because of that you will become blank. So this is it. Let's summarize the video. I have just pointed things out. Under pressure, your brain redirects all the energy into survival mode. So before the pressure, he was just prioritizing all the things equally, thinking, calculating, analyzing everything. But now, if he is in pressure, he feels threatened, his life is in danger, so the brain just focuses all that energy into the survival mode. And because of that, all that thing happens, breathing goes up, heart rate increases, adrenaline release, blood pumps more into the muscle. Okay, so the second reason, we become more self-conscious. So because of that, our half focus go into the activity, and half focus go into seeing ourselves how we are performing. Third reason is predicting negative outcomes. Okay, when we are in pressure, we just predict negative outcomes, that what will happen to me in this moment of pressure. Oh, my career will go down, oh, I'm not able to, oh, how will they judge me, all that kind of negative things goes out, and because of that your mind becomes blank on the main activity that you were doing. Fourth reason is, he just go from exploration stage to protective stage. He avoids mistake. The brain, I am talking about the brain, it avoids mistake, and the new ideas, new examples that you were giving, now you will stop giving and your mind will become blank, because he just wants to avoid mistake, because he is in the panic mode and the survival mode.